So as many of you may already know, a few years ago, EA re-released Titanfall 1 on Steam to overwhelmingly positive reviews. Just kidding, it was a complete shit show. The game was borderline unplayable with rampant DDoS attacks, broken matchmaking, and horrible performance issues leading to constant crashing. So EA, being EA, thought of a brilliant idea. Instead of fixing the game, which would take minimal effort at most, they decided to remove the game altogether.
Alright, Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Without issuing any refunds to anyone who bought it. Many people thought that eventually EA would fix the game and allow it to be purchased once again on Steam, but that never happened. Titanfall 1 on PC was already extremely difficult to play. Since it was an online-only game, if you couldn't find anyone to play with in matchmaking, you were pretty much out of luck and unable to play at all. It looked like for the longest time that Titanfall 1 was officially dead on almost every platform. And as a die-hard Titanfall fan that started with the second game, I never had the pleasure to play the game that started at all. And it looked like I would never get that chance. However, on May 2nd, 2025, something incredible happened. This is R1DELTA, a free mod for Titanfall 1 that anyone anywhere can play, which offers all the features from Titanfall 1, including custom server browsers and the ability to host your own servers with your own rules. Finally, I was able to play the original Titanfall without needing to hunt down a ridiculously overpriced copy, and then having to hope I could at least find one other person to play the game with. And I gotta say, this game is a whole different beast compared to 2. I'm going to get it out of the way now and say I think Titanfall 2 is the better game, simply due to more weapons, tacticals, and refined movement. However, this game is still a masterclass in its own right. The things this game does better than Titanfall 2 are being able to customize your own Titans with everything from the chassis and the guns to what tacticals and ordnances they can use in combat. The burn card system, which added an entire new layer to the game, with the ability to take certain burn cards from others, such as if you kill someone with an amped weapon, you're able to take it off the ground and use it against them. I love Titanfall 2's time to kill, but something about Titanfall 1's time to kill feels right. I think it's because it's slightly slower than 2's time to kill. It allows for more fair gunfights in most of the situations. And lastly, how balanced Titan versus pilot combat is. Your Titan will absolutely get shredded if you are careless. Anti-Titan weapons hit so much harder in this game, and with no battery pulls like in 2, if you aren't paying attention and someone jumps on your Titan, they can rip open the hatch and start shooting at your Titan's internals, rapidly depleting your health, requiring you to exit the Titan and deal with them, or hope one of your teammates has an actual brain and will help you out. Some of the original guns in Titanfall 1 feel a lot more balanced compared to their secondary counterparts, with the CAR and the R97 retaining their normal hipfire accuracy, but at a much shorter range compared to the second game, and the Spitfire with its increased recoil compared to the second game. On the topic of guns, let me bring up some pretty cool features which should have returned in Titanfall 2. Most, if not all, the guns in Titanfall 1 have a unique mod which changes the characteristic of the gun. The Hemlock has a Starburst mod which converts it into a 5-round burst. And the Spitfire has what's known as the Slammer mod, which does increased damage to Titan internals. And then, you have the Smart Pistol. I fucking love this gun. Next I want to talk about an aspect that Titanfall 1 does better than Titanfall 2, and it's not even close, and that's the atmosphere of the multiplayer. Some of you watching may not have known that Titanfall 1 didn't have a traditional campaign, but rather it was incorporated into the multiplayer with different cutscenes and dialogue depending on what faction you were for the round. Take a look at this intro cutscene to the very first campaign mission known as Operation Fracture.
Track radio 149 are aligned to primary JP and sound off. Roger that, all flights, initiate jump sequence.
Jumping in 3, 2, 1, mark. The civilian fleet's right behind us. Most of the ships are running on fumes right now.
We're out of options. It's now or never. Either way, we need this fuel, or none of us are gonna make it. The fleet's counting on you. Go, go, go!
McCord, take your squad up this road. The rest of you move through this building behind me and secure the area.
Immediately after this cutscene, you are thrown into the match with all the other players, and the way the world building is presented is light years ahead of what Titanfall 2 does. Now, as I've stated earlier, Titanfall 2 is still my favorite game simply because the multiplayer is so much damn better. But after playing some of the campaign and regular multiplayer modes in Titanfall 1, I can understand why people say Titanfall 1's atmosphere was leagues ahead of Titanfall 2. A nice little bonus touch is having your faction member give you comms throughout the match in the top right of your screen.
Okay, boss, this is a hardpoint operation. Take control of as many hardpoints as you can. Patch me into them.
And then there's the music. The music scores in this game are some of the best I've heard out of any multiplayer game I've ever played. Just take a listen. Now, you're probably thinking, how can I get access to Titanfall 1 on PC? Well, it's quite simple. All you have to do is visit the R1DELTA website, which I've linked in the description, click download and follow the stupidly straightforward install guide that takes less than 2 minutes. During the download, you will most likely get a false positive stating the source is untrustworthy, but I've had a few friends of mine review their copies of the download, same as myself, and everything checked out as normal. That being said, download at your own risk. Keep in mind, you don't need a copy of Titanfall 1 since the mod will give you access to the game regardless. Eventually, the mod makers will be implementing custom mods, but from what I could gather, their main focus is on supporting and stabilizing the project first and foremost. Before I end the video off, I want to thank the R1DELTA team for the incredible opportunity to play Titanfall 1, and thank all of you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Titanfall content in the future.